Relationships are cool, you know, but I really do feel like us young people take them for granted. Right now, especially when you're young, it's more so like, look how many I got. Look who I pull. Like guys and girls alike. Look who I pull. Look who I can brag about. I really think that's the wrong intention. Of course, be proud of who you're with. I'm not saying that. But you've seen it where some people just only flex their boyfriend or girlfriend because of who they are, what they look like, and blah blah blah. It's like you have to learn to go into these relationships with the right intentions. I typically, as like, as I've stated in other videos, it's like I've taken like a year off because like I was just getting lost in the sauce. And what I've noticed is people just move from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. They date someone for 2 3 months, if you even want to call that dating. You say they date someone for 2 3 months, it doesn't work out, they move on to the next person, and then the next person, and the next person, and then each relationship they're continuing the same cycle over and over, and that's why all the relationships keep ending, because they haven't sat down with themselves and really said, okay, what did I learn from this relationship? What is it that I'm going to bring to the next relationship? What am I going to change into the next relationship? What am I going to do differently? Because the last 6 relationships I was in, they're not working. And a lot of people, once you become conscious of yourself and responsible for your own decisions and accept the consequences of your actions, whether they are positive or negative, you are going to say, well, I'm the common denominator in every single one of those relationships. Let's just say you were dating the asshole. If you were dating the asshole, okay, they were an asshole. They had their own insecurities that they were projecting on you. But where's your personal responsibility come in? Hey, wait a minute. Why did I put up with it for so long? Why did I see all the red flags and ignore them? You understand? So you can't control another person's behavior, but you can control how you react to them. That's just how I look at this. But one of the things I really wanted to focus on is really taking that time out to learn yourself in between each relationship. Some people just date because they're scared to be alone. And that's just a common phenomenon with humans, especially with all the quarantine and the stuff going on. People don't want to be alone. So they just got to make sure they fill that gap over and over and over, fill that void over and over and over, because they don't want to have that emptiness. So they have to replace that person over and over and over. And when you have to keep replacing something, it's quantity, and these people's heads, quantity over quality instead of the other way around. Just give me somebody, just fill the void. Okay, you're nice. I'll hang out with you for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. If you keep going to Dollar Tree and you keep giving your kids Dollar Tree toys, they're going to keep breaking over and over and over, and you have to keep buying them over and over and over. So relax on the quantity and really just sit back with yourself, because this is how you attract more quality people. And each relationship teach you a new profound lesson. What you need to remember is some relationships are literally here to prepare you for the next one, to prepare you for Mr. or Mrs. Right. You understand? So when you get into these relationships and they end, okay, stop beating yourselves up. Oh my God, speaking from experience. Stop beating yourself up. It ran its course. Okay, if it wasn't going to end, it wouldn't have ended. It's over. Learn from it, so when you get into the next relationship, you are prepared. And this is what I'm a very big advocate for. In between each relationship, take some time to yourself. And I don't mean go hoe it up. I'm not saying, yes, I'm single, I'm about to be smashing everything moving. No. Take some time completely by yourself. I mean, of course, go hang out with friends and socialize if you want to, if you're that type of person. But keep the relationship levels down. Keep the sexual interactions down. Learn yourself, because this is very important. When you take a long period of time, especially like months at the minimum, but for me, I've taken years off because I had to do some real healing. But it's like in this last year, I've taken a year off, and I have really learned myself. I have really walked around and like regained my confidence. I've always been a confident individual, but in these relationships, I learned something. Hindsight being 2020, of course. In some of my videos, I talk about sexual energy exchange. Sex, S-E-X, sexual energy exchange. A lot of people get blinded. We see the outside impression. Oh, Mr. Right has like a chiseled abs, perfect pectoral muscles, cheek, like a perfectly chiseled jawline. Mrs. Right over here is like got a nice big old derriere, curvy race, Coke bottle body, beautiful hair and skin. Oh, she's so pretty. Right. And then we think with our nether regions. Okay, cool. It's natural. We're young people. But what I find interesting is a lot of people don't realize the energies that they're carrying. Sexual energy exchange. When you are messing with that woman, when you're messing with that man, you are indeed exchanging energies. And this is why it's very important to know yourself, because you know your baseline. I'll use myself as an example, hindsight being 2020. In my last relationships, I became extremely insecure. Now, I am very aware of myself, and I know what I know and don't know. I know what I'm good at and what I'm bad at. And they don't really bother me that much. They don't. Like I'm like, hey, listen, I'm very upfront with my, hey, I'm not good at this, or I don't know how to do this and that. So if we run into that situation, I don't know how to act, forgive me. And usually I'm a very open communicator like that. But what I realized, and these relationships were before I learned communication, but what I realized is like I became extremely insecure about everything. And I was like, why? Like, like hindsight being 2020, I was like, why was I so insecure about this and that and blah, blah, blah. It's like I was so confident, and then all of a sudden, because I took on their energies. I was dealing with women and that had, what's the word I'm looking for? Like confidence issues, self-image issues, that type of stuff. So with that energy being within them, that's how their thought forms are circling around their mind. It, like the sexual interaction literally forms a bridge for that to come into my body, and my confidence goes into theirs. And you exchange all of it. But this is what happens. Let's just say the lack of self-confidence, and I take that on. Now, just because I'm messing with someone that has low confidence does not mean automatically you're just going to be like, yeah, I'm amazing, do, and then like, oh, I'm terrible. No, it's what it's going to do is like attracts like, even inside of your body. So what it's going to do is that little self-conscious monster is going to walk inside of you and be like, where do I fit in here? Oh, that guy does. Oh, let's see. Oh, he cares a little bit about how he has a bump on his face. Oh, he cares a little bit. Okay, that's where I'm going to get in right there. And then it's going to like set up shop in there. And the more and more that you exchange energy with this person, the more and more that this comes in. Now, this does not mean that every single time you mess with someone, their energy is going to infect you and crumble you every single time. But it will if it goes unchecked, if it goes unbalanced, if you don't say, wait, this is her energy, this is mine. And that's why it's very important to sit down with yourself and really get to understand yourself. If I were to mess with a person that had very low self-esteem, and that monster tried to come into my body, it's gonna attack the fact that, like, I don't know, like my tattoo looks a little faded or something like that, right? I just made that up. But like, it's like, oh man, so he's gonna try to get in there. But I'm gonna look at myself in the mirror and be like, yeah, man, my tattoo's really fading. People aren't gonna like that. Wait a minute. Nah, I like my tattoos. I like this, I like that. Hold up. Wait. This insecurity is not my energy. This is the energy that I just got from this person. So what you can do is there's different ways to handle this. Number one, just say, hey, that's not my energy. And literally give it no more further attention. The more energy that you give something, the more you feel it. The more you feel your illness, the more you feel your insecurities, the more you feel your that thing with your energy, the more that you give it attention, the more that it persists. Like there's a term from Dave Neath, I think, that we had like a little conversation in the comment section talking about tulpas, which are things that only exist when you give them attention, when you give them energy. That's the only reason they exist. So if I'm giving a whole bunch of energy, if I'm giving a whole bunch of attention to my insecurities or this new insecurity that came into my body, then I thus fuel it, I thus feed it, and I make it stronger and stronger and stronger. Now, the way that we express this will be different between the individuals. But if I'm sitting in myself and I'm not checking this energy, I'm not like getting rid of it, I'm gonna sit here and be like, yo, like she's gonna really judge me for my tattoo. She's gonna hate it. She's gonna do this. Maybe I should do something stupid like break up with her so she doesn't ever get to the point that she like judges me for my tattoo. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And you see that monster didn't go check. It grew and grew and grew in your body, but it was never your energy to begin with. It came in from that person through that sexual energy exchange and set up shop and grew and grew and grew and grew to the point that it started to get some type of control, to the point that it started to say, hey, yo, she might leave you, bro. Yo, she might not like that tattoo, bro. Hey, she might not. And it just grew and grew and grew. Now, if you were completely set with yourself and you knew yourself, you'd be able to say, hey, that's not my energy, whatever. But wait, there's the other part, the healer component. Once again, I'm a healer. Now, if you have this energy and you are able to diagnose that this is not my energy, but wait a minute, you feel very insecure about something. What is it? You as the partner, male or female, can say, hey, listen, do you want to talk about do you have any insecurities or something? Do you have anything like be honest, blah blah blah, because I took on your energy. I can feel it now. And this is why sex is one of those things that I think is really it's been so diluted that it has no importance in young people's society. It's just that physical satiation. But what you really do is you're bonding, and you take on these people's energies. That's why people tend to look alike. For people that have been in relationships for a very long time, they act like each other. Some people even start to look like one another because you've exchanged so much energy over the years. So when you take on this new person's energy, you are getting a feed into their psyche. You're getting a feed into their aura. You're getting a feed into their mind. And say, wait a minute. Like, sure, I'm insecure about my tattoo, but this is just insecurity. Take the essence of it. This is insecurity that I'm feeling. So, hey, yo, let's sit down and talk. What are you insecure about? Oh, you thought that, oh, you keep wondering if you're good enough. Oh, yo, trust me, you don't have to worry about that with me. And the more that you feel this from this person, you be, hey, let's work on this. Let's work on this. And the same energy you give them, hey, I can feel, I've been feeling angry since I've been messing with you. And this takes a level of awareness, of conscious spiritual awareness. But I've been feeling angry, and I'm not typically an angry person. So I feel like I'm getting that energy from you. Is there something that you're very angry about? Well, since you brought it up, man, like I just get so pissed off at my job because like they talk to me like I'm stupid. I just made that up, but so they talk to me like I'm stupid, man. They always do this and that and do this and blah blah blah, and they always feel like they have to dissect stuff. It's like, yo, I'm smarter than half of these people, and that just infuriates me. It's like, and then you get caught in your own emotions, and the person just looking at you like, that's where it came from. So remember, go be free, go be young, go do what you want to do, mess with whoever you want to mess with, but understand one of the things that I hear all the time is like me and my friend talk about all the time when people say it's just sex. No, it's not. Just because you're not aware of the higher levels that are going on does not mean you aren't doing something on a multi-level scale. You are quite literally bonding with that person. Even if it's a one-nighter, you are taking on that person's energy. And then you're taking on, if you big pimping or misdesirable, it's like you got multiple partners every week. Boom, 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 boom. You taking on a little bit of energy from that person, a little bit from that person, a little bit of that person. And all these things, if they go unchecked, are just going to grow and fester in your psyche, and they're going to start to reflect. This is why a lot of people have their walls up, because they've been, they mess with so many people that are scared of commitment. So it's like, oh, you don't want nothing serious? Me neither. Boom. And you took on that energy. You took on that energy from him, her, him, her, him, her. And all of a sudden, you don't realize why you can't open up to people. You can't understand why relationships don't make sense to you. You don't understand why every time things get serious, you get scared. You don't understand why. Because you've been taking on little bits and pieces from all these people. Now, if you understand this dynamic of sexual energy exchange, then you're going to be good. Hey, that's not my energy. I'm just having fun right now, but I am aware of this person. Do I want to help them through it, or do I just want to leave them be? That's your decision. That's the young world. We're doing what we want to do right now. But at the end of the day, these are things I think people need to pay attention to. So in summary, don't go from relationship to relationship, in my personal opinion. Don't, sure, play the field, figure out what you like and what you don't like. Of course, as long as you're learning, as long as you're consciously living, like your dating is purposeful. You understand? I need to make a video about that. But it's like, having like a purposeful life. Okay, cool. You messing with him, you messing with her, whatever. Cool. But understand those energies that you're taking in, you need to handle each one. It's like if you are a very sexually active person, you're taking on a lot of energies from other people. If you are centered in yourself and but I know who I am, this is my feeling, this is starting to, but this I feel this, then you've taken on somebody else's energy, and you need to either separate yourself from that energy and feed it no more of your thoughts, or try to heal people. Hey, yo, I've been feeling like this and that. It's like, is that you? Like, you got something you want to talk about? You want to go through something? But that's more so for people in like real relationships. But if it's just a little hit and quit, I don't think you're going to sit down and try to heal people. But hey, be the nice guy or woman, But anywho, those are my thoughts. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if I'm missing anything. Let me know if I hit something right on the head. Let me know your thoughts. To the next one.